Life without pickles.
But is it tough being the only Muslim family in town?
Do people look at us? Yeah, they do. It's so common now that I really hardly even notice it. We actually get stared at on all sides. When we're in the larger non-Muslim society, people stare at my wife or my daughter because they're wearing the hijab, and then they realize they're with that blonde white American guy. Well, what's up with that? So instead of staring at them, they start staring at me, and then they start staring at all of us. And it kind of goes the other way in the Muslim community. Here's this blonde white guy, and well, who's he? He's with her. Well, what's going on there? So we kind of get stared at from all sides, but most people are pretty polite about it. They try not to stare. People out here, if anything, are more tolerant than the people in the city. The stereotype of the southern bigot is really pretty unfair.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You'll have a good night.
Thank you.
Texans might be tolerant, but it's still a hugely religious state. Surely Bible bashers wouldn't let Christians turn Muslim without putting up a fight.
253 Vansford at Claremont, Oklahoma.
Eric runs his trucking company in downtown Dallas.
Is Marianne out there?
He's a Muslim Lone Ranger in an office full of Christians.
Marianne, Eric's looking for you.
For Eric and right-hand man Ron, every day at the office is a religious high noon.
Are you a Muslim?
No.
He will be.
I'm the Christian side of this office.
He's working on it. Southwest.
This is the Christian side and it's the Muslim side.
Has Eric helped you try to convert you?
Yes, several times.
Everybody in the office.
We've had several big conversations.
He's a preacher.
I'm a minister. Yeah.
Amen. Thanks, sis.
We have more in common than Eric wishes to carry.
No, I'm the
to
one that
let
told
on
him
about.
that we have more in common than he thinks. And
No.
he now agrees
We
with
have
me.
more in common than he thinks. He just doesn't want to come to the Christian side. Oh, back home. Back home would be the
Been
word.
there, done
Back
that.
home. He don't want to come back home.
Been there, done that.
He don't want to come back home. That's all right. He's coming back. He's coming back home.
Islam is everything I wanted Christianity to be.
Wouldn't you consider becoming a Muslim?
Yes, but he probably...
When or would?
Would you?
No.
You want to rephrase that? Try him again. Try him one more time.
You ask him.
Ron, is it possible that you could become a Muslim?
Depending on how much money you all have.
No money. No money.
You seem to have plenty of money. You get enough money, I'll become a Muslim. No, I'm not considering it.
I'll wear him down. Fax that to this number, and then give me this back. That 516 that you can barely read.
What did you know about Muslims before working with Eric?
What do most people think? Terrorists.
Think you can be a Muslim and a Texan?
Well, I don't know because I don't know what their belief is, you know. Do they believe in God? Is that, do you know?
I don't know anything about the Muslim religion, but I believe their God's Allah. They call him Allah.
Since 9/11, mosques say they've seen more Americans convert to Islam than ever before.
9/11 was a tragedy. 9/11 should never have happened. Whoever did 9/11 should be sent to hell with the worst of punishments. And I want to make sure before I go any further how serious we take 9/11, because 9/11 has turned into a blessing to the Muslim community. What has happened because of 9/11 is that people have gone out to actually buy a Quran. They want to actually start to understand Muslims and try to figure out why this behavior, why is this happening. People are learning more about Islam every day because of 9/11. And I don't think they're going into it to become Muslim because they like what they saw, But I think they want to understand what's going on, and as they do, they start to see the beauty of Islam.
Are you putting the bead below the target or on the target?
On the target.
Put it just a little bit below, because I think you're shooting a little high.
David turned Muslim while he was in the Air Force. From the start, he insisted on doing things by the book. He got a matchmaker to arrange his marriage to Najma, his Moroccan wife.
Lost it.
Najma was shocked to discover that David, the convert, was very particular about how a Muslim should behave.
When I married him, he was so strict in so many different things. I had really hard time accepting he's telling me what to do. I was raised as a Muslim. Now he's telling me not to do certain stuff. And when we met, I wasn't wearing my scarf that time. And so I started wearing my scarf.
Well, I asked you before we got married.
Yeah, I said I will work on it. Yeah, I said I will work on it, but I wasn't expecting to start wearing right away. And
I wanted her to wear the hijab. I want to practice the religion properly. You know, and I think to a certain extent maybe I was a little too strict about things, simply because being new to it, I was very zealous.
it was extremely strict.
No, not extremely.
I think so. It was very, very strict.
Yasmin, the convert, can spot a Muslim mistake at 20 paces. The women aren't praying shoulder to shoulder, so she makes it her business to set them straight. She believes American converts can have a clearer view of Islam than born Muslims.
I'm not claiming myself to be better than a born Muslim, but basically, because we're studying it for the first time ourselves and we're going straight to the books, we're learning the truth of it, and we're able to know the truth from the false more than sometimes the born Muslims.
I think that we have a unique opportunity to help the people that were born into the religion, to maybe encourage them to go back to the fundamentals of Islam.
So if Texans can be Muslim, could America turn Muslim too?
I think the only thing holding back millions more is education. I think America could be a Muslim country, and I think it would be a very good one if it did.
Do you think George Bush would ever convert?
Oh, I rather doubt it. I think it would be great if he did. I think the world would be a lot better off if he did. Maybe we would back off of some of these rather ill-advised imperial adventures overseas. I think in a lot of ways that Islam could save Americans from themselves. Whether it'll happen or not, I don't know.
I think that the American society should not be afraid of what would happen to their country if Muslims were to become the majority in America, because I believe that would benefit America in so many ways. Hey, you guys come here. What's this green? Who made this place? Who created this, man? Allah made this? What about this one? Who made this one? Allah created everything.